pay record, your paycheck posted your pay record, so if you got in trouble with me, your pay record got lost in the circular file. I never wrote a poem until I was 29. I didn't really have anything to say until then. So I spent about 6 hours in Tompkins Square Park one day, and I wrote this poem called In Tompkins Square Park. Oh, such great compassion can only come from a woman's heart. The muse smiles down on the fragile, ragged tramp spanking bongos. The red-headed mother chases and grabs her tiny child near the fountain of the marvelous virtues. Zeus's daughters are here. Faith, hope, charity, and temperance pour forth the eternal waters, which cleanse, heal, and satisfy thirst, the thirst that never ends. Sitting in the sun, trees, spring buds, shoot out their little noses of leaves, their eyes still under the pods. The person can almost forget his needs, his desire, as long-haired music men deep to the jazz, rock, sound, piano, guitar, and voice. Now only piano and conga. Perhaps they all, children, their small voices at play, old men, pretty girls, sleeping winos, hippies, beatniks, rollerbladers, all can now cup their hands and drink a drink that will be enough. Beat, the beat continues long into the setting sun, just like the flow of a caravan, the camels' backs moving, even on the beat. The long caravan which has endurance to move on. Humans, with their separate lives, live together in the park with a life, a common life. All spirits partake of that same dark shadow as evening descends on everyone. The everyman is here, the soul. The same heart is beating, while orange turns to blue and purple turns to black. I was downtown in the Wall Street area, and they had these huge skyscrapers, of course, the skyscrapers of our skyline, and I looked up, and it inspired me to write this poem. Office in the Sky. They saw an office in the sky as clouds and sun reflect shining bolts of freedom's fire. The mirror blue, now red and white attention. Behind this vision, passers-by imagine life's perfection. The force of evil on the earth, the daily bowing down before the gods of grizzled greed, fear and hate and anger, and woven in this lace of loss, the phony face of pride. Every day the citizens see a mean and sordid combat with hardship in the morning hours, an effort for a man to stand by noon with dignity. On miles of lightning thunderclouds, great martyrs stand in glory. John F. Kennedy, Nathan Hale, each deed a valorous story. Mortally wounded, Captain James Lawrence commanded his men, "Don't give up the ship," and Abraham Lincoln preserved the nation through the storm of the Civil War. General George Washington led the American Revolution with God's righteous might and power. Carefully listen, and his words can be heard. The battle has just begun. The battle has just begun. They saw an office in the sky, its carpet nailed with sacrifice. To climb the stairs, each step has the drops of the veteran's blood that was spilled. Each stone has the name of a patriot bold, the cornerstone washed by the sweat and tears of dog-tired, plodding infantrymen. The way to the top, an elevator ride, the operator's ID, the unknown soldier. You have the right to ride inside, to walk the carpet free and proud. If you earned a single brick the builders built. Way up high, a picture blue, now red and white fascination. Beyond this vision passes by, dream of life's perfection. Thank you.
Next, we have someone performing an a cappella song and also a poem. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Richard Williams.
I just flew in my own attire. Okay, I'm gonna sing a song without music, a cappella. And if you want to throw stuff at me, put it in a bag, I'll take it home and cook it. Red sails in the sunset, way out on the sea. Oh, carry my loved one home safely to me. She sailed in the dawning, all day I've been blue. Red sails in the sunset, I'm trusting in you. Swift winds we must follow. Keep it quiet in the back. Make straight for the shore. We carry tomorrow, and she goes sailing home. Red sails in the sunset, way out on the sea. Oh, carry my loved one home safely to me. Thank you. I'm a veteran, 7 years ago. I'm a registered nurse. I worked at the VA for 20 years in behavioral health. And I just went through a 5-year battle with cancer, which I had a colostomy, and they just gave, I had a scan 2 weeks ago, and it was clean. So. And I no longer have the colostomy either. But anyway, the VA took very good care. All those naysayers about the VA, this is 23rd Street, Manhattan VA, it's the best in the world. One last poem, I'm going to try to do it on the top of my head because I don't have the book. It's called Flanders Field Revisited. And here it goes. There is a plot of hallowed grounds, hallowed by men, though duty bound. Hallowed by men, though duty bound. They care enough to give their lives. In Flanders Field, the poppies blow beneath the crosses below our road that mark our place and in the sky. Beneath the crosses, they bravely fly, scarce heard against the guns below. If freedom wanes and our cause is in vain, we died in vain, we would not do it again. So keep the faith of we who died in Flanders Field and wherever else we lost our brave men. Bless us all. Thank you.
All right, we have a special performance coming up. performing tango. While they're doing that, I want to introduce, while they're getting set up, I want to introduce our judges. Mr. Jonathan, will you raise your hand? There's Jonathan. Many of you know him. Bill? Okay. Hey, y'all got to give it up for these judges, all right? Bill? All right. Joe? There you go. And Miss Rochelle. Bill and Joel together make a duo. They perform. It's called Billy Joel. Yeah. All right. Good. Okay, so our tango dancers are going to be performing. It's Daniel, sorry, and Caleb. Nadia.
My name is Daniel Dillon. I was an airman in the Strategic Air Command during the Cold War. And this is my dance partner, Katya. She's the daughter of a Soviet-era jet. So, naturally, we're going to tango.
Yeah, I don't want to say something. I met Daniel 2.5 years ago on a dance floor. I didn't know anything about tango. And we danced since that time. 2.5 years. And we engaged to be married.